Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a little more ESO tonight. I was debating between that and King's Quest and told my husband to pick a number between 1 and 10, and ESO ended up being the closest one. So, we'll go ahead and get started here in just a minute. Hope everyone's doing well and has had a decent start to the week. Happy Monday. Hope it was good. Okay. Also, sorry for a bit of a late start. I was thinking little one was going to sleep a little longer, and then she woke up. So fortunately, Daddy was very sweet and gave her a bottle, and he's taking care of her right now so that we can have a little bit of fun. Alrighty. So let's get started with a little ESO. Okay. So tonight, I know that last time we had my Nord character who was kind of doing parts of the main quest. Tonight, instead, I'm going to be doing a little bit more with my Khajiit character. She's my highest level character right now, and she is in Elseweyr. The fun story about that is I actually purchased the Elseweyr DLC last year for my birthday, and at the time, I had a laptop that could just barely run ESO in some of the other zones, but because everyone was in Elseweyr at the time, it just lagged too horribly and I absolutely could not even attempt to play it. So now I finally get a chance to go ahead and do that. Let me go to the audio here because I think it's a tiny bit loud. Let's take it down to about... maybe like 70? We'll give that a try. If it's too loud, I can fix it later. Actually, no, I think it is still a little loud. Let's take it down to about 60. There we go. I think that's a little better. Okay. Good. Back to characters. Okay, so this is my lovely Khajiit. She is a warden, so she's got the frost and animal magic. And we will get her started. So anyway, I could not play the Elseweyr DLC to begin with because there was just no way my laptop was going to handle that much activity on the server in that zone. So I'm finally getting into it. I just recently defeated the first dragon that you sort of see in the quest. And now we're going to find out more. Okay. Audio looks good. Cool. All right. Hi, Smokey Bear. This is Smokey Bear for anyone who wants to see him. Hi, Smokey. Yes. Say hi. Say hi, Bear Bear. He decided he'll scratch himself for you. So yes, Smokey is one of our wonderful rescue dogs. Sadie being the other one. I'm sure that she'll come in at some point and say hi. She's very sociable.
No one's hurt. This one shudders to think of the damage the beast could do.
Well, that sounds like fun. Let me take the mouse sensitivity down a little bit. That's better. Okay. Alright, now let's see. Do I have anything that I want to do first? Anything I want to research? Because it's been a few days since I've played. So let's see. That's part of a set, though. The Wisdom of Vanus... I'm not going to be using that greatsword because the only Vanus character that I have is my mage, and she doesn't do swords. Obviously, she's a mage. So, let's go to the blacksmith. Let's go ahead and research that greatsword. Perfect. Anything I want to deconstruct? Anything with inspiration? Nope. Okay. You know what I can do? Okay, let's see. We've got this one. Okay, those two I want to deconstruct. Lovely. Okay, the rest of it's probably good. Oh, goodness, that was a lovely noise. Okay, nothing there. Is there anything I want to research? Let me go back here. No. There we go. Okay. There. Do. Also, I apologize at some points if it looks like I'm starting to cry. The allergies are kicking in a little bit because we're in Texas, and the famous Texas cedar is just about starting to get its thing going. So, you know, itchy eyes are the thing of the day. Do. Hi, Smokey. Okay, the rest of these I want to go ahead and see if I can research. Cool. Alright. Ooh, yay. Master Clothier. Okay, what is this one? That's light. And that was, I got that one from my mage character. You know what, let's go ahead and research it, because she's going to be doing things later to get her better gear, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't want to do the Queen's Eye leathers, I want to save those. Briarheart Jack I'd prefer to not do. I think most of these are, yeah, most of these are part of sets that I'm kind of keeping. Oh, Griffin's Belt I can do. I already have all of that. Okay, that's it for now with this one. Alright, let's go take a look at this lady who's so fretful.
100 apologies, Walker, but the show is postponed for now. If you purchase a ticket, this one will gladly refund your gold.
And for anyone who is unfamiliar, I am a professional voiceover artist, and therefore I like to practice and have fun with these characters in ESO, so I will actually be voicing the characters. Oh, I think you can hear Izzy back there. So I'll be voicing the characters as we play through the game. Is there a problem?
Oh, forgive Tahara. Her worry gets the better of her. One of my menagerie's most terrifying beasts escaped from his cage. I turned my back for only a moment to speak to an onlooker, you see, and pow! The monster burst free!
It's gonna be something really tame, I'll guarantee you. What kind of monster are we talking about?
Oh, a vicious beast with ravening jaws and beady black eyes. The Brett and Tahara bought it from called the creature Bertel. But do not let its silly name fool you. You seem capable. If you find Bertel, I will gladly share some of my profits with you.
Alright, I'll find this Bertel and bring it back.
This one is humbled by your generosity, Walker. She will see you fully compensated for the danger of this task.
I have more questions about this monster.
Of course. Tahara will answer what she can. I warn you, though, you may learn more than you'd like. Tales of Bertel can rattle your very soul.
Anybody want to take bets on what this critter's gonna be? Can you describe Bertel in detail? I need to know what I'm looking for.
Yes, of course. It stalks on 4 clawed feet, standing as high at the shoulder as Tahara is at her waist. Its fur is blood-burnished gold, and its floppy ears dangle like curtains at the cheek, framing a muzzle filled with yellow teeth.
It's a good thing there are no dog people in this world. Are you describing a dog?
Yes! Oh, Walker, you will never meet a more fearsome creature. To think the noble wolf bred into such a compact frame of death and horror. In the Khajiit tongue, Ta'agra, the word for dog, means death. Can you believe that?
I feel like as a Khajiit I should know this, but let's just pretend this particular Khajiit is not familiar with Ta'agra. Dog means death. Really?
Well, no. Dog just means dog. But still, you know what Tahara is telling you.
Alright. Okay, let's go find this dog. Here, Bertel. Oh, there he goes. Come back here, pup.
Oh, for the love of dog trappings. All of them, and new sandals, too. Damn.
Oh, that was adorable. Okay, let's see if we can spot him. Oh, there's more dog droppings, I think. What is that? Maybe it's a bone. I don't know. We'll see. Am I still in the zone? Oh, no, there's more. One over there. That's interesting. Okay, let me go back. I'm heading south. I don't want to go that way. How did I turn south? Ah, there. Oh, and dog prints. Okay. In life, I am very good with compass directions. In games, not so much. Okay, it's up there. Got it. Do. Aha. Okay. Oh, there's more. Hi. That is quite the armor set. There he is. Come here, Bertle. Hi. Find food for him, huh? Okay, let's see. Please tell me I'm not gonna have to steal the food.
Without obligation.
Yeah, okay, let me talk to him.
Jalar hopes you have a good reason for interrupting his meal.
I couldn't help but notice your fine Khajiiti food.
You're either the best-dressed beggar I have ever seen, or this is some kind of con. What's your game, Walker?
I'll buy what's left of your food from you.
What? You want to buy this one's leftovers? That is odd, but you've got a deal. I've been wanting to try out some of the sugared jerky from the stall down the row anyway. All yours, Walker.
Pleasure doing business with you. Okay. Here, Bertle. Come here, Bertle. Follow me. So anybody got any fun plans for the week? Ooh. Holy cow. He's so big.
Eurexia was always a cruel ruler, but never did this one think her so desperate. Every day, all Tazid thinks about is one of those ballistas shooting into his home. This one's poor stomach.
They're so big. Okay, anyway. Those Khajiit always just amaze me. Tahara.
My hero returns with the dread Bertle in tow. Surely the creature is under some powerful spell. Your magics astound even me.
Right. I have your dog.
Ah, indeed you do. The Gorger of Glenumbra captured once more. Its bestial intellect swayed by the promise of grisly table scraps. Could you work with me here? It's part of the mystique. Just take your gold and act astounded, all right?
I love it. That's amazing. Whoever wrote this quest is genius.
The Gorger of Glenumbra returns! Feast your eyes upon his rippling musculature before he regains his appetites and feasts upon us all!
Do you think it's safe to keep such creatures in the middle of town? If that dog escapes again, who knows what it will do?
It's amazing. I love it. Alright, let's see. So, I am set for a rendezvous with Chimera and some of the others. Let me go see where I need to go. Oh, we're going to be just outside the gates. Okay, or maybe on top of the wall. Something like that. We'll figure it out. Why am I running? I always forget when I switch from Skyrim to this game that I actually have a mount that I can quick call. In Skyrim, it's a little bit more tedious, so I usually don't go ahead and call my horse. Especially since Skyrim's technically, you know, a little smaller than this, so I don't necessarily feel the need to. But,
You helped the clan mother retake Orentia. Right
What
move.
is the miracle at Sunspire?
no, thank you. I am not ready to do Sunspire. My meeting, yeah, okay, they're down there. Cadwell! I love Cadwell. He's like my favorite character.
Five Claw, over here.
Hello,
Wants to
Gamira.
speak to you.
Gamira.
I assume you recovered the master key? Oh, fragrant, my friend. I have waited a long time to return to the palace. My home. Tarn will describe the plan to you. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
You really grew up in the Riemann Palace?
Do you doubt my claim, Five Claw?
No.
No. Sometimes I find it hard to believe as well. I was barely 13 when the soldiers attacked. My father, King Hemakar, thought the new emperor had sent troops to bolster our defenses. He was wrong.
Why did Euraxia attack Riemann?
Not just Riemann. All of Anequina. The usurper queen hired an army and conquered our land to assuage her pride, her greed. She wanted to be a queen, so she killed my parents and subjugated my people. With your help, that ends today.
How did you survive the execution of the royal family?
My father's bodyguard, the King's Claw, escorted me to an adeptorium. I insisted on visiting the Grand Adept of the Desert Wind, and my father acquiesced. We were there when Euraxia attacked. Later, he took me to Gareshri. I never saw him again.
I see. Cadwell!
This city, Rimmon, I believe I visited this place long ago. It was newer then, not quite as large, and there were definitely fewer Euraxians. I'm almost certain about that.
You're remembering more about the time before you became a soul shriven.
It seems that before I became the emaciated epitome of perfection standing before you, I was the miscreant the world knew as Cadwell the Betrayer. My recollections of that time are all jumbled up like pieces of broken pottery in a burlap sack.
What do you think changed you?
I've been wondering about that myself. Was it the transition from life to death? When I turned into a soul shriven, perhaps the centuries I spent wandering around scenic Cold Harbor, who can tell? I'm just glad that I'm no longer a monumental ass.
Have you had any more visions through the eyes of your severed head?
I've seen things that would curdle the cream in your cabbage pie. My original head is a menace, and that necromancer, Zumalt Foom, he's even worse. They collected a pile of body parts. I think they're me, or the old me. It's all quite confusing.
Are you sure you're up to helping us assault the palace?
Wouldn't miss it for all the shackles in Cold Harbor. I live for this kind of adventure. Besides, I want to make sure they don't get around to reassembling my old body. One of me is quite enough. Two is definitely out of the question.
I love Cadwell so much. And I love John Cleese as the voice actor. He does a fantastic job. Hello, who are you? Zamarak.
This one feels the weight of responsibility. It bears down like a boot upon my tail.
Zamarak, you keep starting to tell me something, but you never finish. Tell me what you want to say.
Zamarak says many things. This one's words jump out of their own accord like fish leaping from a stream. Pay them no mind. We have much to do, Walker. Now is not the time to dredge up events that happened long ago.
Zamarak, if you have something to tell me, I want to hear it.
You asked Zamarak about his exile and why he returned. This one supposes he needs to tell someone, so it might as well be you, Walker. Zamorak was once more than just a humble adept. He was plucked from his studies and forged into a king's claw.
You served Chimera's father.
Zamorak set aside his studies to protect the king and the royal family. But Zamorak failed. In the end, this one could save only Chimera. After that, I exiled myself and dedicated my life to peaceful contemplation.
You blamed yourself for what happened to the royal family. So why did you decide to return?
Zamorak dreamed that Elseweyr was in danger. That Joan and Jode wanted me to return. To face my failure and help Chimera take back her throne. That is what Zamorak thinks. That is what Zamorak will do. But do not tell Chimera. Not yet.
As you wish. I know the orc style. I do, okay. Do. Ha ha ha. Cool. Alright, let's talk to Abner Tharn.
I may not have figured out Chimera's true identity, but things have been hectic since I met her. Zamorak, though, he was easier to surmise. I recognized the bearing of the King's Claw the moment I saw him. Did you find us a way into the palace?
The old Castellan suggests we enter through the crypts. He gave me the master key.
The crypts? So that means another delightful trek through the sewers. The overwhelming stench of excrement still lingers from our last visit. Ah well. I have another task for you to deal with first, however.
What do you need me to do?
The siege weapons aimed down into the city. We need to disable them before Euraxia realizes she's under attack, or she'll destroy
Sadie.
Rimmon just to spite us. Meet Nalado and destroy two of the installations. Chimera will
Come
take
say hi.
care of the third.
If I can do this. Sadie. There's our Sadie girl. So this is Sadie, our other rescue. They're both lab mixes. They're pretty sure she was a lab greyhound mix, although we're thinking she might have some Rhodesian Ridgeback in her as well. Hi, come say hi. Yeah. Oop, there you are. And the other one's a lab, possibly Rottweiler or Pit mix, one or the other, but they're both super sweet. So, yeah, good girl. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, thanks for saying hi. Good girl. I know you were sniffing around seeing if you could find any crumbs, huh? All right. Good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl, Sadie. You think Zamorak was the King's Claw? I already know this, but let's just theorize.
Just thinking out loud. A habit I acquired during my time in the archives at White Gold Tower. Zamorak once served as a royal protector. From his bearing and the way he hovers near Chimera, he had to be one of the King's Claws. It's quite obvious.
If you say so. I'll go help Captain Nalado destroy the siege weapons now.
Captain Nalado's waiting for you near the siege weapons.
Oh dear.
Work with her to put them out of commission.
Sorry, that's
Once
the
we
baby
see
monitor.
the weapons go up in flames, we'll head out and rendezvous with you at the sewer entrance.
You go ahead and turn that down real quick. I have a feeling she'll be crying for a minute because Daddy's trying to put her to bed. Be right back. May have to cut the stream a little short too, depending on how easy or not easy of a time he's having with her. She went to bed, or went to sleep, I should say. She wasn't actually supposed to go to bed, but at like 6 o'clock, and I was going to try and let her sleep, and then sure enough, she woke up at 8, and it was like, well, okay, I guess that she's going to have a late night. Won't that also alert Euraxia to our presence?
I'm counting on it. After you and Nalado destroy the first two platforms and Chimera deals with the third, Euraxia
Hey,
will order her
how
troops
you doing,
into the
Sixa?
streets to
Good to
defend
see
the
you.
city. That will mean fewer soldiers inside the palace to hamper
Had a good
our
Monday, I
search.
hope. Alright. What are you going to be doing while Nalado, Khamira, and I deal with the siege weapons?
Zamorak, Cadwell, and I will make our way to the sewers and deal with any Euraxians stationed there.
Cool.
Can't have
Morrowind
them
is fun.
raise an alarm and alert my half-sister to our true intentions. Are you insinuating that my contributions are lacking?
Not at all. You did plenty when you set the dragons free.
Oh, how biting. Was that supposed to wound my feelings? Amateur. And have you already forgotten the part you played in the halls of Colossus? Your hands are as stained as mine. But we're going to fix this. Together. So let's get to it, shall we?
Very well. Where should I meet Captain Nalado?
The good captain waits near the palace. She went on ahead to scout the area and determine what opposition you might encounter at the siege weapon platforms. I appreciate that level of planning, especially since it's rare to see among the Khajiit.
So we're the strike force. What about Gar Ashri and the rest of the militia?
Someone needs to remain behind and organize what remains of the militia. The Speaker of the Main is best suited to the task. Besides, if we fail, though we won't, someone needs to respond when Euraxia unleashes death and destruction upon the city.
Okay. Alright, so where am I headed? Into Rimmon, and she's on the roadside. Okay, it's easiest, I think, to just follow the wall. Maybe not. Can I see inside the city? Yeah, she's in the city. Okay, that's fine. I'll just go back in. Whee, come
I'll
on.
get to the far bastion. Best we don't travel together.
You got it, Khamira.
Behold divinity with your own eyes. Join us in the worship of Alkosh. Your prayers
Nope,
are
not going to
answered.
Sunspire.
Divines have... You will become a believer.
Definitely don't have the equipment or people right now to fight a dragon. That would be way more interesting than I want right now. Although, Ajax Cat, if you happen to be watching, I would be interested sometime in doing a Sunspire run with you, if we can get enough people together. That is not Nalado. Who are these people?
Does nobody care?
Okay, she's above, so let's go find some stairs. You know what? Maybe she wasn't in the city. Maybe I misread the map. I think I may have. Can I get out of the city from here? Yeah, I can. Let me just follow the wall. There we go. That's what I want. Thank goodness for mini-maps. Because my directions in a game are usually pretty shite. Hey, little captain.
5 Claw. Good, good. We have work to do. Are you ready to disable the siege weapons and wreak some more havoc?
I am. Your mouth does not line up with the words. I'm ready. What's the plan?
The soldier guarding the gate to the south weapons platform appears bored. This one plans to give her something to get excited about. When she leaves her post, slip through the gate
Ooh,
and set
sorry,
fire
Sixth,
to
I
the
know how that
siege
is.
weapons. Be quick, 5 Claw.
There's only a single soldier guarding the south weapons platform?
At the gate, yes. This one observed a few more soldiers on the platform, but not many. The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmon. We're about to change that. After this one deals with the soldier, I will move onto the north platform. Meet me there.
All right. I'll go set fire to the siege weapons on the south platform then.
Watch as Nalado becomes a sleek Euraxian soldier. How do they see with this thing on?
Sorry, sweetie.
Garashri has been spotted in the market. Hurry!
The dogs like to occasionally try and trip us. This is my sneaky, sneaky Khajiit character. Member of the Thieves Guild. Oops, hi. Okay, here we go. Oh, bear, don't get in my way. There we go. My bear is super cute, but sometimes he gets in my way. Let's cool your jets. Thank you. Hello. There we go. Okay, bingo. That will give Iraxia something to think about. Yeah, we lost our internet Friday. It was the day after I had done my first stream, and then the next day the internet was gone.
We'll deal with the soldier. Ugh, this one can't wait to get out of this dungy armor.
And yeah, we were without it for I think 2.5 days.
Platform is under attack.
We had a big
Stupid
thunder and
cats.
lightning storm, and knocked out our,
Wait.
let's see,
I
2
better warn
Ethernet.
my lieutenant first.
Oh dear. Knocked out 2 Ethernet cables, our router,
Go.
the FiOS
Destroy
modem,
the
and the other,
None of them
not the
will
modem,
clean
whatever
up
it was.
this
So yeah, we lost quite a bit of equipment. Fortunately, they were able to get somebody out and give us new stuff, but we didn't get a chance to replace all of it. Bye bye. Okay. Gold. Gold is always good. Come on, there we go. Ooh, I think the siege weapon fell on top of me there. That was fun. Bye-bye. Yeah, it was fun.
Mirror, destroy the far platform from over here.
I can't hear you, Nalado. Come back here. Oh well. She said something about destroying the far platform. Where are you? There you are. Okay.
She did it! Now let's meet the others at the sewer entrance.
Cool. Can I get out this way? That would be a lot faster. Oh, come on. Ah, yes, yes. Jump. Oh, really? Oh, that's no fun. Okay, fine. Probably can't do it this way either, can I? Nope, can't open that again. Okay. Oh, well. Alright, see you in a minute. Ah. Well, hopefully it'll resolve your issues. Alright. Can I get out this way? Possibly not. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I can. Nope. Okay. I think I gotta get out of town. So let's go down this way. Yeah, that echoey sound effect is still there. So I completed the main quest with this character a while back. And in Cold Harbor, it is very echoey. And for some oddball reason, that echoey effect is stuck with me whenever I mount my horse.
Here come the others now.
Oh, there you are. And I don't know, whether that is...
There are too many of us. We need to split up.
Okay.
I will go with Tarn. Captain Nalado can lead the others.
Barely queen for a day, and already she's giving orders.
But yeah, for some reason, whenever I ride my horse, there's that weird echoey sound effect like was in Cold Harbor, and it's never gone away. I'm assuming it's a bug. But it's kind of weird to be suddenly mounting up in the middle of a desert and having echoey chambers around me.
A queen should not rush into danger. It is unseemly. This one should be at her side to keep her safe. Nalado will follow orders, though. We must make our way through the crypts and into the palace before Chimera gets into too much trouble, yes?
Is it really a good idea to split up our party?
Chimera is queen now, so this one must do as she says. There are dangers ahead, regardless of whether we stick together or not. But we have a better chance of reaching the usurper queen if we approach from multiple directions.
Chimera can handle herself, and she will be with Abnor Tharn.
Yes, and if anything happens to our new queen, this one will have Tharn's head on a platter. We waste too much time, Five Claw. Are you ready to enter the sewers and find the door to the crypts?
Yes, let's go find the crypt door.
I'll scout ahead. Tally-ho!
He's adorable. I love his animation. Okay, you two have fun. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go check and see if David needs me to give him a break because 9 o'clock. Yeah, he'll possibly need to be going to bed here pretty soon to get up for work. So let me just go check and see how he's doing. If you'll give me 2 moments, I shall return. Okay, so yes, my poor husband needs to get to bed soon, so I'm going to cut the stream and say thank you for watching. Thanks for dropping by, Sixth. That was fun to see you. Alrighty, and let's go here. See, don't focus on my mic. Silly camera. Oh well, whatever. Fix that later. Anyway, thanks so much. It's been fun. Get it to autofocus? Oh well, whatever. Fix that later. Hope you have a good night, and I will see you next time. We'll maybe try King's Quest next time or something. Alright, take care. See you next time, and have a good rest of your Monday evening, and hopefully a good Tuesday. Bye.